Okay, I'm going to have to say it. Hogwarts Legacy is boring. Stick around to find out why. So I've been playing this game, Hogwarts Legacy, on the PS4 Pro, and initially I thought this is alright. There might be something to this. So I cracked open a bottle of whiskey. Not condoning the drinking.
Don't tempt me.
But I'm an old man. I cracked open a bottle of whiskey and I thought, let's give this game a go. Because I enjoyed the Harry Potter movies, the series. And initially I thought, this game is good. There's great aspects to it. Fast forward 10 hours of gameplay, and I'm just flying around on my broom thinking, what the am I meant to be doing? It's boring. I can't be the only one that thinks this. I move around thinking there must be something to it because it's sold really well, it's still really expensive to buy. I'm playing it around 6 months after the release date and it's still an expensive purchase, and all I do is I go to classes, I learn a new spell which is pretty pointless, but you need that spell to advance the story, but the spells you unlock are not really much more powerful than what you've originally got, obviously, unless you get to the... But I'm struggling to find what's good about this game. I mean, granted, you get a broom and you fly around, and then you go and think, I'll nip up to Hogsmeade, have a butterbeer, change my clothes. Brilliant. But what's lacking in this game for me is there's nothing going off in the background. You get the moving pictures, you get NPCs doing a little bit, but they always seem really quiet, they're not really talking, there's no backstory to anything, they're just walking around. I think I've been spoilt by playing Red Dead Redemption 2, where you could talk to every NPC on the game and a lot of them had a different story, and it's difficult to think that any other game will be like that. But what is with this? There must be something to it. I love open world games, I love RPGs, but there's just nothing going off. I don't know if I'm missing something. I feel like there must be something to it that I'm missing, so I'll just keep grinding, and I'm just upgrading my clothes, and then I realised after about 5 hours, 6 hours, that it doesn't even matter what clothes you get, because you could have the most horrendous pair of glasses, but it's more powerful than the other glasses you had. So you think, I'll wear these glasses even though I look stupid in these glasses, and then I realise you can edit the glasses to look however you want them to. So any item you pick up, any gear you collect during the game that you don't like the look of, you can just make it look exactly the same as what your original clothing was. So even that aspect of the game is completely pointless, because the moment you get something that's a bit more powerful, they may as well just keep saying, upgrade your original clothing, upgrade your original clothing. There's no point giving you a new clothing item when you can just edit every item you pick up to look like the other one. So even the collecting gear is just pointless. The side missions are terrible. It's, can you go and fetch me this tiny little horse thing? Not really interested, but I'll do it. And then he gives you a few coins and you think, well, I've not really got anything to buy with my coins apart from more clothes or a broom upgrade, but what's the point? I may as well just fast travel. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but to me, there's nothing happening behind the scenes. NPCs don't do anything. A lot of the time the cutscenes are just silent, nobody's talking, they're just walking around in silence, and there's a tiny bit of music, and you think, can they not even be bothered to put a story in place where something's going off in the background, just something? Like in the Harry Potter movies, there was always something going on, there was always a clever backstory. There just doesn't seem like there's nothing other than you attend classes, you learn to fly a broom, you drag a few balls across a little pitch and try to beat someone, which is absolutely piss easy. I mean, my first ever go, I got 150, and the max is 50 per ball, and I got 150, and it was my first ever go. So that's not difficult. And then you do these wand wars. They're just another combat session, but with other students. Again, it's pointless. It just feels like it's lacking something, and I can't put my finger on it. All I can think is the NPCs. There's not enough going off in the background and not enough funny side stories, side missions to keep you interested, because the main plot is go to class, learn a spell, use that spell to lift yourself onto a branch, climb across something. You can't do it unless you've got this spell, but you can't even learn the spell until you've done something else, which is a bit ridiculous. Can you go and fight somebody and use Terran Dracula or a Mandrake on somebody before we allow you to learn this spell? Why not just teach me the spell? Why do I have to go and do this side mission first? Oh, rant over. Let me know in the comments what you think. But my opinion, I think I'm going to sell the game. There's something missing for me. For some reason, I'm finding the game extremely boring. And one final thought, every door you go through has to load, and the loading process is torture. It reminds me of when I played Resident Evil when I was a kid, and every door you go through, it shows you the little animation of you opening a door, and then you have to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for it to load the next bit. Anyway, see ya.